that a yes or a yeah?
There you go. Okay, first off, congratulations to Coach Christ and Pitt for a good victory over us. They did a nice job controlling the game, and they did a nice job getting turnovers early, which was a big part of, I think, the momentum that gave them great opportunity to get after us. And then, you know, they were very effective on first down. 23 of 31 is a good number. That's what we want to be at gaining 4 yards. So they did a nice job. I thought their offensive line played extremely well. I thought they got good movement up front. And, you know, it was a good victory for Pitt and a difficult loss for Syracuse today. And with that, go ahead with questions.
Raise your hand for questions for Coach, please.
Coach, you used Long, of course, and then you brought Kimball in. What was your line of thinking there?
We just have 2 freshmen that we think both have ability, and felt like both of them could do certain things, and thought it gave us the best chance to be competitive today.
Other questions? Anything else for Coach? So go ahead, Jesse.
You just talk about giving the ball to Ron Thompson and kind of how that transpired.
Yeah, we've been practicing it for a few weeks, trying to have some short yardage and goal line power offense with those defensive ends in the game. Ron's a very good athlete, and you know, we were running a lead power with a stacked eye, and Coach Lester thought that a belly play, giving it to the second man through, you know, or the lead man through rather than the third man through, could catch him off guard. It did, and Ronnie did a nice job getting the ball over the plane of the end zone. So I know that was a good thing, you know, a good call, I thought, and also a good play by Ron. He showed some athleticism, and he evened up the ante with the DNs all having a touchdown this year.
But
I know you're not going to be able to give a real strong answer to this, but yeah.
That's usually what they call a good question, right?
But you know, this is kind of struggling here down the stretch, and today wasn't a good one. So, just generally, what are your thoughts at this point with a game to go and what you're coming off of now? Can you sum up for us what it is that's going on here in these last few games?
I'm not sure what you're asking as far as what it is going on. You know, we've had.
Just, no skullduggery here. Just what you've seen on the field. You know,
I see. You know, we're playing a lot of young kids. We're playing a lot of guys that are beat up, and we have a lot of guys that aren't playing anymore that can help us win. And no excuses. We're playing all freshman quarterbacks. You know, across the board, we're too young, too inexperienced, and you can't win games that way in the ACC. So we need to. You know, we need to get to this Boston College game and fight our tails off and try to do the best we can, and then we need to, you know, get healthy in the off season.
So is discouragement or anything setting in?
No, not for me. Not discouragement. Disappointment for sure. Discouragement. That's when there's a hint of giving up. We'll never give up. Disappointment. No doubt. No doubt. You know, we got beat up really bad early against a really good. You know, really good conference and a really good out-of-conference schedule. Very difficult schedule for 9 weeks. And the reality is we needed to stay healthy and play good football. But the reality was that we didn't stay healthy, and we played a lot of young kids at the most important position in football. And that's the reality of it, and it hasn't been good enough. It's as simple as that. No excuses. Hasn't been good enough. Hasn't been good enough. So we move forward and we keep fighting, but there's no sense of discouragement at all, not from my side of the fence or these kids. So we move forward and we go over to Boston, try to get one here at the end of the season.
Sam?
How difficult was it for you guys to get momentum today? I think they had the ball.
It was hard, you know.
Yeah,
it was difficult. When anytime first down, that you're struggling at first down, you know, then what you have to do is you have to create some turnovers. And Pitt did a nice job protecting the football, and we couldn't get it out, and we couldn't stuff them on first down. Then on the flip side of it, we couldn't sustain drives on offense. And when we did have a couple opportunities, we didn't make plays. You know, we had an opportunity to get a touchdown there, we didn't. Momentum change right there. You know, it's a big game of momentum, but it's also a game of, you know, moving the football to give guys opportunities to get their win back on the other side. And, you know, the whole thing plays together. If you don't have momentum swings, it's hard to get yourself in a position to win a game, especially when you don't have, you know, maybe all your bullets in the chambers type situation. So difficult, but not discouraged, that's for sure. And I thought, like I said, I thought there were some good things out there. I was happy for Antoine Cordy. You know, he's done a nice job in the kicking game for us, kind of an unsung hero. And then when Wiggum and Winfield went down with upper body, with head injuries, you know, he got thrown in there and they went right at him, just like they always do. They're gonna go after that young corner. And he did a nice job, which was good to see. So, just gotta pack up, head back to Syracuse, have a good week of work.
Stephen?
I know, like you said, there's only so much you can do offensively with the pieces you have this weekend with Boston College.
Yeah.
Can you kind of speak to the hope that there is when you and Tim and the rest of the guys will sit down in the off season and look at everything, and maybe your goals and expectations for turning that offense into something
Yeah, I
that's
look
really
forward to all
productive?
those things, like you said, after the season's over. Right now, we're trying to fight to get these seniors another victory and feel good about finishing, and also feel good about modeling the way of how you deal with tough situations and adversity. You don't just throw it all in and start looking at next year. That's what losers do. That's what losers do. They say, well, we gotta get to work for next year. When you have seniors that have put 4 and 5 years of effort into this program, so we're trying to get them another victory. We're not acting like a bunch of losers looking 5, 6 months down the road. As soon as this season's over, then we'll look down the road. We'll be ready to put something together that we'll be proud of. But right now, we're not gonna say, well, let's throw it in and start looking forward. I actually hate that. Can't stand the fact you asked me that question twice in 2 weeks, or 3 weeks, I guess it is. You know, we're gonna frickin' fight our asses off for the seniors that have played hurt, that have played beat up, that have done a great job academically, as good as we've been since I've been here. We got a great bunch of kids, you know. You feel terrible about the situation, but it is what it is. We're not gonna forget about those guys and start looking forward until they're done.
Nate?
I know you generally like to look at the tape before evaluating the play at scrimmage, but how do you think Ivan was moving around in there his first game back?
It's really hard to tell up front, but he looked like he was feeling good coming off, so I was happy. I didn't say anything to him, but I looked at him and he wasn't hobbling around or anything, so it was nice to have him back out there. Like you said though, hard to really tell how well he played without looking at it. It's good to have him back.
How'd you feel AJ performed after he spent a lot of time on the bench, came out fresh for the second half, had some nice connections with Israel?
Yeah, he had a couple good plays, but not nearly enough, not good enough to win, you see a couple things here and there out of both those kids and that are promising, but the consistency level's not where it needs to be, especially with some of our decision-making processes, and not just in the passing game, but with the run game. So, both of them played like freshmen.
Thanks, Coach.
Okay, thanks.